Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the show. 157 frequency. Guys, am I pronouncing that correctly? 157 freak, 157 frequency,
Uh,
157 freak.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a weirdo, we kind of like to leave it up to whoever. The meta is usually 157, 157, something like that. So it's kind of, if you want to be a weirdo and call us 157, I'm not going to debate you on that. Those are the same numbers, but uh, 157 or 157 is typically the more like normal way to refer
Pronounce.
to
And
us.
with that out of the way, why don't we go around the room and introduce ourselves? Guys, it's great to have you on the show.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here. Jack, singer, songwriter, uh, lover of women, slayer of elk, drinker of mead. Um, what else? Yeah, that's it.
All right. I'm Mike. I play guitar.
And I am Spencer. I am the bassist.
The album, A World, I was never a part of. Guys, unbelievable work here. This is really, this is really a shot across the bow. Something
Thank you.
fantastic. And, it's almost difficult to talk about just because of how desperately personal it is. I will tell you, it's an intriguing album to work out to. For the most part, incredible. You can lift heavier than you've ever lifted before. And the next thing you know, it's like, what is trauma? You're like, so it's funny how like the place that I feel like I've just got to start, because I think Jack, who's admin of the Jack, you're the admin of the Instagram account.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure, I know Mikey has access to it. I don't know if Spencer has access to it, but
I do not. I
you
am
don't?
just a
What?
spectator.
Damn, I might be a dictator. Fuck.
Jack was
Uh,
like, well, I don't
But
want.
I'm the one that typically it's me that is like responding to people and all that kind of stuff. So
Jack was like, well, we can have other members on, but I don't want them to just be hanging out. If you have any,
That frog woman has kept
will you have
rolling
any
for 20
questions
months.
for them? And I gotta tell you, like the first question I think I've got here is I need to know how you got those guitars to sound like that, Mike, because the guitar tones on this record are ridiculous.
I can't take credit. The actual album recordings of the guitar were Jack. However, if I'm being completely honest, I think it's just Archetype Gojira. Edit the EQ a bit. Jack slammed a EMG in a baritone Telecaster, and yeah, that's the tone right there.
I think
Nothing crazy, nothing special. It's just beef.
I think that's a little crazier and a little more special than you're giving it credit for. I'm not sure if I've ever really heard guitars like this. Guitars that have a very cavernous quality to them. Like the core is hollow, but the shell is like steel.
yeah, yeah. No, I don't know. I don't mean to butt in, but like we're all obviously fucking new metal kids. We grew up with Korn and Biscuit and all the people that everyone knows, and even shit that no one's even heard of. Like we've always been really drawn to new metal just because it was always kind of music for the weirdos, and that's kind of we're all three of us are just fucking weirdos. Uh,
And it's also a good way to make incredibly serious and intense music that's just a little bit of fun too.
Exactly.
Because of course, like lyrically speaking, the album is very serious business. But when you do like DJ effects on the guitar or like introduce a huge drop by going drop, it's like that's also pretty fun, right?
Yeah, yeah. To add on to like we're all new metal kids, and it's like we wear our influences on our sleeve, and it's it's we just wanted to we were a big fan of like obviously like that like growly guitar tone like that, like there's like the state of metal right now is very like sterile is a word I hear a lot, where it's a lot of everything is super overproduced, not even overproduced, but just everything is super clean, and it like
Overproduced.
Jordan Fish.
yeah.
No,
Jordan
it's very-
Fish.
The fitting
Yeah,
way to put it.
I like Jordan Fish as a producer, so I don't want to like put I don't want to throw him under the bus. But like yeah, like everything is super sterile and like overly processed in some areas, but it's like everyone is taking a cast iron pan and just like sanding it down so it's nice and smooth.
Well, my
You
beef
know
has
what I
always
mean? And
been
it's
my
like
beef has always been that those songs, like the overproduced metal song you're talking about, to me it sounds like you're playing plugins, not instruments. It's like I can hear the plugins. I'm hearing the mastering chain. I don't hear an amplifier in here.
The
yeah, I
first
mean
time me and Jack ever got together to like talk about shit for the album and how we wanted to sound, like it was
what was that, like
immediately talking
2021?
about 20, 21, somewhere
A while
around
ago.
there. But it was
Good
Hole
day.
that was getting recorded at the time, and the guy recording it was like, "What kind of guitar tone do you want?" And just immediately it was height of callousness, spine shank, like
Yeah,
just raw, gritty, loud. I
yeah,
mean,
in your face. Like
It's fat as hell.
yep.
yeah, yeah, dude. We wanted to like we're loud and proud about like we have like that like 90s early 2000s kind of vibe, but we just wanted to do it in a way that would appeal not only to like people that were around for that era, but people who like we kind of wanted to in a way be kind of a gateway band into that side of music because I most of my friends are from like metalcore, deathcore, hardcore, like the more modern genres, and it's like I've always kind of felt like a weird like outcast being like the only guy that I know listening to music that's from like 2001 and like 97 and shit. So
I actually think the record's more modern than you're giving it credit for. I think it sounds more contemporary than you think it does. It's very like grounded in a sort of like here and now reality, which is I think another big part of what makes new metal special is that it's new metal is very concerned with the present moment, and I think lyrically speaking, you're like sure you're invoking childhood across the entire record, but I think Jack with what it feels like to me is in the lyrics you're like, how do I resolve this trauma right now? You're not like wallowing in the past. It's like I'm going to find a way to end this.
yeah, I would probably argue that there are parts of the record because I mean in order to get past trauma you almost kind of have to wallow for a little bit. It's important to not let it consume you, stuff like so I think that like Don't Look It in the Eyes is kind of a bit of a wallowy track where it's kind of like it's just an overall song just about a lot of the things that I was like experiencing. Like the whole first verse of that song is kind of an ideation of like, or it's more words. They're hard. It's kind of just like a vocal explaining or like a lyrical explaining of kind of thoughts that I was having when I was rehashing all of that kind of stuff in therapy. It was a constant thought of mine that like, am I who I am supposed to be, or am I like who I had to become to survive all of that shit, So it's like, it was a really long process of just like dismantling myself board by board, piece by piece, and just figuring out what parts of me are me and what parts of me are somebody else, So it was kind of like imposter syndrome esque. So it took a long time to kind of really get my head straight, and Don't Look It in the Eyes I think it's a really good all-arounder for the record. Like if you listen to Don't Look It in the Eyes, you know exactly what the whole record is about in a way. So
When did you start working on the record again?
well, I mean, like when I first started being like, oh, this is the sound. Whole was definitely that blueprint. But before I wrote Whole, I think I Don't Look It in the Eyes is even older than Whole. It's kind of hard. It's been a while, so I could have. I know that I wrote them both around kind of the same time. But Whole was definitely the first song that I was like, this is it. This is the sound. But before that, like I have a few older demos that like I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted it to be groovy, and I knew I wanted it to be kind of that like 90s kind of vibe. But it was a lot of just kind of figuring out like what works and what doesn't for what I'm trying to go for. So the minute I was like, oh, this is about to be a whole album, is when I wrote Spine, or when I started Spine, because I wrote Whole. I was like, this is one of the craziest things I've ever written in my entire life. And then I was like, I wonder if I can write a song that kind of has the same vibe as Whole, but faster. And that was when I kind of originally came up with like a third of Spine. And that was when I was like, oh shit, like this is actually, you know, this is something. This could be something.
Yeah,
I got something.
you guys really seem to just show up out of nowhere fully formed. I mean, it was like I heard Whole and it's like, holy shit, and then boom, here's the whole album, and it feels like you found an audience really fast. Have you guys were in other bands before? Are you industry plants? Come clean. Like,
Yes, people that were in Suits were like, you know what the very sterile music scene needs is a really pissed off band that talks about childhood trauma. No,
Yeah.
Spence is actually a robot built by Elon Musk, so
yeah.
Yeah, that's my unfortunate history. You know, no human bones, all metal bones,
Yeah.
all Tesla sponsored.
that being said, though, I do need to. I'm trying to
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
how it's possible.
I'll answer your question for real. I'll answer your
Okay,
question.
go ahead.
I got you. I promise. Well, to clear the room, to clear the air, we are not industry plants, though.
No, actually, no.
I like, for real though, we are not industry plants. I do like, I take it as a compliment. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Whoa!
it's like,
I was not being serious. We don't think I was being serious, do we? Do
no,
we think
no, but like,
We've
no, but
had
we
this
have
conversation
gotten that though.
before.
Okay.
We have, like, seriously, people are like, oh, another fucking industry plant, you know, and I'm like, I don't know how, but like, I take it as a compliment because that means that it's like they see that as like, you know, good. It means that we're good because it's like, I don't know. At least that's the way that I choose to interpret it. But the honest truth is that just like, yeah, we really did kind of come out of nowhere, but that was kind of an idea that we've had for a long time. You know, we kind of wanted to pop up out of nowhere, and like, just because like we knew that this was something that was like really unique, and it was going to be something that nobody fucking expects at all, you know. So we definitely wanted the element of surprise on our side, but we didn't expect it to blow up like it has. um
Mhm.
I always say, you know, it's things are going as well as I hoped, but nowhere near as well as I expected, because it's like I said, in the state of music right now, everything is super clean sounding. You know, if you don't sound like Bad Omen, Spirit Box, Loathe, Deftones, Lorna Shore, you know, if you don't sound like one of like those guys, you know, there's just like no shot. Like, no one is going to want to give a fuck. But like, honestly, I've you know, in recent months, I've kind of found that people like us for the exact reason that we don't sound like any of that. We sound
Yes.
like
Hi.
you can definitely tell that if we didn't want, like, you can definitely tell that we sound like this because we wanted to sound like this. This isn't
Mhm.
like a, you know, like, we intentionally are like, yeah, make the snare sound like a gunshot, you know.
well, and like to touch on what you said too about it just seeming like we came out of nowhere, which I guess to the world we did. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, that
going
was
back to what I said a bit ago, like Jack hit me up in 2020, 2021 after he wrote Whole.
not even
This
that,
shit's
dude.
been in
That
the
was
works
like,
for
yeah, honestly, I think it was even, I think I sent you like half of Whole, which was a completely different song name at the time, and you were like, I want to play guitar for this. I'm like, okay.
yeah, probably. But like it's just been like literally somewhere between, you know, 5 and 7 years of us just like Jack was always like, you know, it's gonna take forever. We're not releasing shit anytime soon. We want to do it right. So we banked our money. We put money into the promoting, the videos, all of that shit. Like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. And
Yeah.
yeah, we're not a bunch of rich kids. We fucking grinded for this shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, nowhere near.
How did
You
you?
knew the shit
how
I
did-
had to do for a buck.
Wait, can you expand on how you promoted the videos?
We had a marketing guy, and he kind of helped us out with like the ad campaigns and stuff like that. And then like, just because like we don't know shit about any of that, and we weren't about to risk fucking that up or like doing it wrong. So it's like this was a guy that I met through my other band Vandal Heart, because we worked with him for Vandal Heart. And um so I don't know, it just
Let me be
but
very
then
let me be very clear here. The music is resonating because it is good. Okay.
of course, yeah, no,
I am just very fascinated as to how you managed to like bring the marketing element into it in order to make it so, because I think it's safe to say you guys just were like, okay, well, we're not gonna wait. We didn't waste our time. We're gonna make this count now. Like we're not just gonna drop this on Bandcamp and cross our fingers.
yeah.
I
I
mean, we
mean, like,
put in the money and the time for the marketing and shit. Don't get me wrong, like, but at the same time, it
Purely
was
luck.
definitely luck with like the
the
algorithm grabbing
algorithm
us
really
and
did
Yeah, it's
push
like
heavy with
especially like all of our accounts are like brand new, so it was like, and something, a little pro tip that I learned is that the YouTube algorithm is more likely to take content from like a newer channel as opposed to a channel that's like older. So it's like we're brand spanking new. So we dropped Hole, and then the algorithm just took that and ran that shit into the end zone and then kept going, and it's still going. And so it's just like that's literally just pure fucking luck. Like there's really, I don't even know what an algorithm is.
I know, and I hate that we have to know. I wish we didn't
Yeah,
have to
it's
know. But it is
yeah, dude.
nice
It's
when it gets it right every once in a while.
yeah, I mean, it's like the numbers are like cool and everything. Like we're very grateful that like people like these. We're very grateful not only for the numbers, but just the fact that the numbers are like actual people who are going out of their way to listen to us. That
Yeah, there's good
is like,
engagement.
yeah, like this isn't just like, okay, well, let's pay a bunch of money, quick, quick, 100,000 views, whatever. These are like, it's like from our first song, we cultivated a fan base, and then people just want more. And now everything we post, the people are wanting tour, merch, CD, vinyl, all of which are coming, by the way. Um, but yeah, dude, like but like it was never really about the numbers for any of us, certainly not me, because it's like this was, I don't, this kind of goes without saying, but like this was music that I wrote for me, because it's like it was a big part of my healing journey. And like although I hate using that term, my healing journey, my growth journey, whatever, dude, don't be gay about it. but but yeah, like, just for lack of a better term, like I this is music that comes from a very vulnerable place and a very vulnerable time of my life that I don't really talk about a whole lot, at least not until now, just because it's just like I don't want to be that guy that's just like, boo hoo, pity me all the time. It's like, so I never really felt comfortable talking about it, but just I feel like people are really resonating with a lot, and it's like I low key forget my original point, but people,
Well, let's talk about it. So the closing track is called Eulogy, right?
well, the closing track is 1124.
1124. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah.
Um
Fake fan. Fake
fake
fan.
fan got my ass. And
Yeah.
it's like a message from your parents
Yes.
to you that they recorded before you were born.
After I was born.
Oh, after you were born. Okay.
Yeah. So it's so if you actually, I added this after the fact, but I actually put on the Spotify canvas of like the actual video of that audio.
Oh.
So the number 1124 was the room number that that me and my family were in after my mom gave birth to me. Um and I don't know, like I was just one night I was just really trying to get inspired, and I was just like, what do I have to lose? So I put in this old CD, and it was like Jack's first year or whatever, and the first thing was literally that video, and I was like, and I'm just like I'm listening to what my dad is saying, just like him being, my parents being like, "Oh, this is the room your mom recovered in. Like, we're hoping that you're safe and happy and healthy, and we teach you the right way to do things." And it's like, I thought that it would be really impactful that like after you listen to this absolute gut wrenching record that like is very emotional and very like it's pretty obvious some shit happened. Um, that the end of the record is my parents saying that, and then the cherry on top is them being like, okay, we're gonna turn the camera off now, go get some more pictures later, bye, and then the record ends.
What is your relationship like with your parents?
Uh, Fucking my mom is my best friend in the whole world. She is my whole world. And I will scream that from the rooftops. I I was never really that kid. Honestly, that's kind of a big reason why I got bullied in the first place when I was a kid, is just because I was never that kid that was like, it's not cool to love your mom. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's 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 my bitch for real, you know?
Wow.
And then like
Shout out to our moms.
yeah, shout out mom. And so but like, you know, me and my dad was around. My parents got divorced at a very early age, and you know, my dad was a pretty self-destructive person in his own right, and that is what eventually led to my parents' divorce. And a lot of the time with my own personal life experiences, a lot of the time I'm just like, wow, the apple doesn't fall far from the fucking tree, does it? Which is actually what this neck piece is for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's a bushel of apples, and it's a whole bunch of symbolism there, but I won't get into that. But me and my father are very alike in a lot of ways, for better or worse. And some parts I love about it, but then there's other parts that I'm just like, cool, thanks, Dick. You know. But my dad always loved me. He was always there when when I needed him to be. But there were also certain things, like when I was in the middle of school and getting bullied. My dad was a very popular kid. He was like the star baseball player. He got all the bitches, all that stuff. And so, you know, my mom is, you know, I'm me and my mom are telling him that like I'm getting bullied, and he just doesn't. He's like, he like couldn't comprehend the fact that his only son, his flesh and blood, is on the complete opposite end of that spectrum of being popular and being loved and revered and whatever. So, um, you know, like there were certain things that he didn't really know how to handle. Like, well, the teacher said he didn't see anything, so I guess that's it. You know, it's like but like he did his best, you know what I mean? And I don't really hold shit like that against him, just because fatherhood doesn't come with a fucking handbook, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's he was not a bad person, but he definitely had problems of his own. But all in all, he was a good dad. He was.
I noticed you're speaking about him in the past tense.
That's because he is past.
Got
Um,
it.
and that's what this is whole thing is for him. And so I don't know. I don't like to like talk about, I mean, not because it bothers me, but just because I don't like people to like,
I mean, you wrote the
I don't,
album. It's like I don't want
yeah,
to talk about it because I already wrote the damn album. Go listen to that.
kind of, but yeah, it's just kind of, I don't want a fucking pity party, man. Shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, loss is loss, and there's nothing about it that doesn't suck. But it happens, you know. And I mean, I'm just happy that I was able to kind of immortalize his voice.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of another crazy thing upon finding that video, is because it's like up until that point I completely forgot what he sounded like. You know, it's shit like
Wow.
that. Yeah. So yeah, there's um but yeah, I don't know. It was a very deeply personal like track, and I just, that was something that it's like that to me makes the whole record. If we didn't have that on the record, to me it just wouldn't be the same.
You know, I
Um
think that it's when I describe it as unlistenable, I don't necessarily mean that in terms of like it is bad, but in the sense of like
right.
when I listened to it, when I heard it for the first time, when I listened to it just now, it was like I should not be hearing this.
Yeah, and that's honestly, that's kind of part of the novelty, I guess, of it, or lack of a better term.
Well, I think the
Um
word you're looking for is the point, right? That's the point.
yeah, like that was kind of something that I really liked about a lot of the records that like we all grew up with, you know, like there were parts of like all Korn's records that it's like Daddy by Korn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was
I feel like,
specifically the example I had in mind when you said
yeah,
that.
or even like I could name like four songs off of Sevis Tra by OTEP that like,
Yeah. Hey, good reference.
yeah, dude, next record. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Next record. Um, but that, you know, say what you will about her as a, you know, as a person, whatever. Not a lot of people are like, but like that record, in my opinion, one of my personal favorites
I
of
need
all
to go
time.
back to that one.
Dude, it's, but like there's so many like Jonestown Tea off that record. is just like it's so fucking just uncomfortable. It like has me looking over my shoulder and shit. And I loved that it was like kind of like it felt like the way like a horror game makes you feel,
Mm-hmm.
like really on edge, intense. And I'm just like I had goosebumps, and it's like, and I loved that record. It's so artistic in that way, because it's like usually art is like pretty and music is melodic and this and that, and it's like yeah, like art is really cool to like uh to art being beautiful is very cool, and I fully am in support of that. But it's like, okay, what if we? I always appreciate when artists are like, what if we made art like hard to listen to, hard to look at, hard to absorb? It's like I think that there's a lot to be said about that, and so it's like um I think that record just encapsulates the idea of like that like
Yeah, now
so
that
well.
you've brought it up, I'm thinking to myself, like, is that your number one influence? Because the
Definitely not.
parallels. What?
Definitely not. At least not for this
It's
record.
up there though.
It's definitely up there. At least these days, it is. But like,
Mike and Spencer, do you guys ever come to writing sessions and are like, I've also got some trauma. If I could contribute a little of my
I believe
trauma.
that would be
What'd you say?
for me that's a plan in the future.
Everyone gets
I'm
their
like,
own record. It's like, okay, it's Spencer's turn.
if I had just my own record, man, it would just be like a mix of like weird, like Ryan Martini bass parts and like Wes Borland style guitar riffs all mashed into one. That would
mhm.
be that'd be the biggest thing. But
Well, now that we've got Spencer talking, Spencer's t-shirt, you might notice, says Primer 55 on it. But eagle-eyed viewers will notice that the design on that t-shirt is not the introduction to Mayhem era design. That
no,
is the new release, and the new release is the better album. Absolutely the
I
better album.
I could not agree more with that. As much as I love Introduction, the new release for me, that record is like that was like Obsession is like an understatement. That was like the only thing I listened to for quite some time. And
I tell people, I'm like, if you've ever wondered what a new metal Tom Waits album would sound like, this
I
is as
mean,
close
dude,
as you're going to get.
songs like
Totally.
Growing and Tricycle, like it's like that whole record, man. Like there's not many albums that I know. It's like there was a billion bands in that vein where they did like the new metal hard rock, like late 2000s stuff. But Jason's vocal delivery on that record, man, it's so pained, it's so desperate, and it's like so just straight up raw. That guitar tone is just like pummeling, man, and like the songs are blatant but so powerful. Like it's just like it's such a midwestern record. Like it reminds me of growing up so much. It reminds me of like you know seeing both my parents struggle immensely and like just that really less than paycheck to paycheck life that everybody seemed to experience on like the southeast side of Michigan growing up. And like that record, man, it sets off every neuron in my brain, man. It just that record feels like home in a really uncomfortable yet also comforting way. Like I love that record to death. Like
Yeah,
Ricochet,
listen,
Ricochet is like
if you can't relate to this life, I'm not me and you aren't seeing eye to eye cuz
the back of the shirt says "How I Live My Life." So fuck you.
yep.
I don't know if you can see it all that well, but nah, dude. Like I'm happy that you share that opinion about Primer's records because like as much as I love Intro, man, like the new release. I mean, This Life is like in my top 10 songs of all time.
Yeah,
Like
great. Amazing song.
like straight up so goddamn amazing. Such a brutally honest song. Same with the rest of the record, man. Like
I'm
that's
going to point something out to you that you may have already appreciated, but I'm going to point it out to you anyway. If you ever noticed on This Life, first of all, Mike and Jack, are you guys also appreciators of this album?
I'm an Introduction to Mayhem noob. I unfortunately haven't gotten into any of Primer's other stuff, but Introduction to Mayhem,
Spencer, get this.
yeah.
Spencer,
Sorry.
get
Dude,
on
I-
this.
I'm in the same boat.
I
So
I gotta like I'm like all right. So like real quick, like I've got a violence tattoo.
Whoa!
I've got a- Like,
Bro, no,
I got more.
Hell no, show that one more time. Show that.
and I've
That
got a
goes
skeleton.
He's
crazy.
about that life, bro.
I've got a skeleton's tattoo as well.
No way!
Like,
Nothing
I'm about
face. Oh my
And I got-
god! What's
I
that
got
one?
a third one.
What?
That's their logo. That's their logo.
Bro, that is so hard.
And I got a whole forearm. I got the seasoned Carnadine.
All
Which
right,
is-
Mike, Jack, thanks for
What?
joining us. Jump off, Spencer. If you had to pick,
Understood.
if you had to pick between them, violence or skeletons, go.
Skeletons.
My man,
Skeletons.
my fucking boy.
There's- Dog, there's no. That's like the #1 record for me. Like, by
Unbelievable,
far.
unbelievable album.
It is more
Unbelievable album.
topical. It's incredible. It's more topical now
Yes.
than I think it ever. It's weird because it was written during the Bush administration, but it's so much more relevant now with how biting and furious it is. Like, Matt Holt was a fucking. He was inhuman, man. Like, he was.
He
Like,
was
the
one
most,
of our only lyricists. Like the lyrics he wrote.
Like, I don't say this lightly, but like, fucking dude, like, he was a fucking poet.
Yeah.
Like, he was the most eloquently spoken motherfucker, but also the most enraged and like just
Skeletons. Now that's an
viscerally-
album that actually does scare me.
dude. Songs like fucking, I mean, Incarnadine, that song specifically, that's what made me want to get that one. Like, fucking, I Know the Lie, A Photograph's a Knife. Dude, lyrics like that just fucking burrowed.
Or just the part where he goes, "We invented ways to terrify en masse, and wonder why when
Yeah.
someone wants to kill us."
Dude,
It's like
dude, fucking,
it's like,
goddamn. In Avernus is like such a fucking sinister song, dude. Like, that is such a like world-ending, sky is black, and the fucking like the universe is going to crush you right now, and it's our own doing. Like, it's man, I could talk about them all day, man. They're my number
I know
one.
we have to stop. We have to stop.
I
We're
could-
gonna have to. The part 2, me and you, Spencer. We're gonna lock in. We're gonna lock in
Dude,
and rank the discography. Mike,
If you
better
if you
have
throw a
some
band
good
into
fucking
it,
band tattoos on you.
he does.
I got a lot.
They both
Oh my
do.
god, I clown on him all the time.
Wait.
Yeah.
Where's my American Head Charge fan?
I mean, all of us, but that's Spence.
Yeah, I mean, fucking listen to the record, man. Come on.
I did, and fucking Cameron's listened to yours.
I know,
I have a
she's so
feeding
sick.
shirt that I almost wore today, and I decided not to. But
Yeah, I got to tell him. I showed him the video. I was like, "Look, these guys are repping your band in their video. Do you want to like send him? You want to send him a message or something?" And he fucks with your music for sure. And
That's sick.
it is
really
fucking
fucking
sick,
cool.
dude.
yeah, I saw him earlier today. It's so weird to just like he see this guy because obviously like I worship that band. I've worshipped that band forever, and then
Rightfully so.
right, and now it's like every single day Cameron comes around, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, Cam?" Like he's just around.
Well, I mean, on that note too, I don't want to totally derail this and go super in depth in it because obviously you have plenty of information out there, but also, dude, just fucking thank you for what you're doing for him. It is so cool to see the
Yeah.
way you went out of your way.
Yeah.
I mean, addiction is something very close to my heart and unfortunately in my family, and I've lost friends, family, all of that shit, and just seeing that path is one of the most gut-wrenching things in the world. So just the fact that, you know, I think we all kind of discovered that soft white underbelly, but the fact that you jumped into action and
Yeah.
you've done everything you are, dude, it's fucking awesome.
I always tell people it's like I didn't have a choice. That was like MacArthur Park and Skid Row. That's my neighborhood. I had to do something. There was no way.
Yeah, dude.
Close to none.
I could
Well-
not let it go. Just couldn't let it go down like that. I was like, no.
No, for sure. I mean, like, we know that we briefly talked about us like playing a benefit show, but like we don't think we're going to be able to make that happen, but we were still going to donate anyway, like even if we don't play. If that's,
Hey,
like, cool.
hey,
Donate a cover.
ooh! I bet you guys would do a mean song for the Suspect.
Oh man.
I mean,
Probably
that
would.
would be that would be an undertaking, man. There's so much instrumentation in that song. That's a lot.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
could get Cameron to give you the notes. I could get Cameron to break every layer down and send them your way. Anyway, Mike, come on, you gotta give us
Yes.
one decent band tattoo now.
He's got like 40.
I got a lot.
Give
I
me
got
the one that you think is gonna be the most relevant to me.
most relevant to you. I can't see if it's visible or not. I got the Rabbit from See You on the Other Side by Korn.
Dang.
They're my favorite band of all time. I got the Little Balloon Guy from Kill the Sun by Cane Hill. I don't fucking know, dude. I got a lot.
You got a knock loose one on your leg.
I got a knocked loose one on my leg.
Dork.
Shut up. Just shut up.
You know,
Shout out Knock
all
Loose,
kinds
though.
of them.
We like Knock Loose.
We do like knock loose.
We like Knock Loose. I like Knock Loose now as they're like coming to grips with the fact that they're a new metal band. They're like coming and like, all right, we're coming around on it.
But yeah,
I
that new
think
record.
they've gotten better with age. No matter they already were great, but like they've just gotten more refined and just like heavier and more fucking just hard hitting.
Fucking yeah, that they're You Won't Go Before You're Supposed To is just like, that's one of those records we're probably never gonna get another one of those.
No, I do agree with that. Like
I
that
think
is
that's
that
just-
band, like, once they let go of the mentality of like, oh, you know, we have to be a hardcore band, we have to fit in that crowd. That was the best thing ever, and they were just like, no, fuck it, we just want to
Really?
be heavy, we just want to
Well,
make
yeah.
cool metal music, and that was the best decision they ever made. Because, fuck, that is one of the best bands of our.
The first
Yeah,
time I listened to
lifetime
that
as far as
album, I
metal
was
goes.
riding my bike, and I had just gotten past the song "Suffocate," and I got hit by a car, and I've never listened to it again. So I'm just gonna assume it's good. But that was
Understand? I mean, honestly though,
fuck.
how
it's a good album to get hit by a
though.
car to.
How fucking ironic
Yeah.
though. You won't go before you're supposed to. You got hit by a car and you didn't fucking go. So.
Survived. I
But you weren't
lived,
supposed
bitch.
to, bro.
You weren't supposed to.
No.
It's in the name. It's in
No.
the name.
Should I break this down? Are we on the same page?
Have you guys started? Have you guys started playing shows yet?
Not yet. We
Yeah.
we may or may not potentially, but totally do have some things in the works. It's definitely on the list of priorities. We will play live. We are going to, but a lot needs to happen before that happens. We got to get. We're like kind of in the middle of like kind of cultivating our set and what we want it to sound like, what we want to bring to the table. Yeah, I know we still like have some gear to buy and stuff, so we're working on it. It will happen.
As
For
we
sure
speak,
gonna happen.
my room is an absolute disaster of amps and pedals and outboard gear and shit as far as
Yeah.
getting our live set ready to go. So we're
Yeah, Mikey knows all about that shit. Like I wrote the record, but like Mikey knows all about that stuff. So like I'm like, Mikey, you spent 6 years waiting for me to finish this fucking record. Go
Oh,
do your shit.
thank you God, I'm not the only person vaping on this interview. Mike, my new best friend Spencer, you've been demoted.
Fuck.
Peace.
I always am. I feel horrible about it. Anyway, I mean, this is it's a really incredible record, and I guess it's like I understand almost like why you guys haven't played live yet, because it's like you've taken so much time and put so much time and effort into the album that it's like, well, we can't just get out there and bomb, right? Like after all
That's
that,
exactly it.
can't just get
Yeah.
out there.
We
and
didn't rush
flop.
anything else. Why rush
Every
this?
like that's something that like from the minute I decided this was going to be a band, I was like, whatever we do, I want to make sure that it's worth it for the people who are paying for it. I don't like, because I could have just shat out a few new metal songs and just threw it on an EP and called it good. Hey, new band, check it out. I could have just half-assed it, but that's just like, that wouldn't have felt good in here and in here,
So it's like now you can't half-ass this live debut.
Yeah, I mean, especially like especially now when people's hopes are so high and people have such high expectations of us. Not that that's a bad thing, not that that's a problem, but like, we dropped this record that like it sounds the way that it does because we took our fucking time with everything, every single song, every part. There was the question that was asked of, is this insisting upon itself too much? Is this gay? Is this corny? Is this like, does this fit? Does this do the song justice? Yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. So it's like we want to go about that with the same work ethic.
Now,
with
as
our,
Korn
like,
fans, by the way, you should all be aware there's nothing wrong with a metal song being a little gay.
nah.
No.
Just not this one.
I,
Next one.
I got
Look,
some
dude.
ideas to bring
Look,
that
dude,
into
if you
the
want to
next
be in a
record
bad
too,
band,
so.
you can. Look, dude, you can be in a bad band. Just don't do it around me, okay?
Whoa, okay. Album number 2 is going to have the
fire
All in the
words.
Family track. We'll find a band to pair you guys with.
You know what's funny is I just started a song that kind of sounds like that.
Fuck yeah. I'm too
What a
excited.
record.
I'm way too excited for the future of this band. You guys got to get your shit in gear because I need more now.
We're doing it.
We're gonna do the fucking shit. That
We're
much,
doing the shit.
you know, fucking
No off days. I mean, it's
every day is something new, and
it's
we're
moving.
definitely like we definitely want to bring this music to people live because people fucking want it, and it's like internet projects are cool, but like unless they really are that unique, they're pretty easily forgotten about. So it's like I don't know. We have all worked our entire lives to get good at our instruments and, you know, so we can like do the shit. So it's like, we're going to do the shit, you know? We don't cut corners. We don't half-ass shit. And that was something that, like I said, from the very beginning, you know, we're going to take our time with the record, make sure that it's exactly how we want it to sound. And then, you know, same thing with the live set, you know, we're working on it slowly but surely, but like we want to make sure that like we have backup after backup after backup. We want to make sure that like
What's like the median age here of everyone in the band?
I'm 27.
Eight.
I'm turning 29 this Friday.
Mikey's 8.
Yeah, we've got you guys all sound like veterans. I think that's where people get off when they levy the accusations against you of being industry plants. It's like you guys all come at this like you're seasoned pros.
I mean, I've been playing shows since I was 19. You know,
I think I played my first bar gig when I was like 10, like 11.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
like, I mean, this band is new, but we're not, and, you know, again, we're not 18-year-old rich kids that got hand-me-downs. I mean, we've been grinding forever to save money and be able to drop it on the gear, the videos, whatever the fuck, but...
Yeah, I'm definitely, like none of us are these like cool music guys that just have all these industry connections. Like we just, you know, we all,
people do not
You just
like
made
us.
it count. You just made it count.
yeah, we're normal fucking people. We have jobs. We have normal fucking lives. I drive a 2012 GMC Terrain. Like, you know, I'm not,
Speaking of which, where are we all from?
me and Spencer are in Michigan and then Mikey is
Yeah.
all the way in Illinois.
Oh, this is a real Michigan ass record.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
And you know what's really funny is one of the comments that we got on the whole video is someone commented on my fit and they were like, "Oh, a hoodie beanie combo with 5-inch shorts. Like y'all wouldn't happen to be from Michigan, would you?"
It's
And I was
clocked
like,
us.
"Damn, dude, clocked instantly." I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I'm out here in Los Angeles, but I'm from Illinois, and it's like listening to it out here. It's like this is not the right.
No.
But like having that Illinois in me, I can still, of course, hear it for what it's supposed
What
to
part
sound
of Illinois?
like. Naperville.
Oh, shit, we're not very far from each other.
See, I didn't even fuck around and say Chicago. I knew better. I was like, just give him the just give him the truth. Just give
Absolutely,
him the
yep.
truth. Hit him with the truth. I'm those rich kids you guys are resentful of. That was me. Naperville, baby. Oh yeah.
Hard streets out there.
What's up? Oh, the
Hard streets out there.
meanest, the meanest of streets. I always tell people we used to ride our bikes places, didn't even lock them up, just threw the kickstand down, left them there. Nobody ever had their bike stolen. Speaking of bikes, okay. Well, I mean, this is really something special, and are you guys spoken for on the spoken for professionally? Have you guys already signed some deals? A deal?
Yeah. Yeah, we got picked up by Arson Theory upon the drop of Spine.
Or they move
And
quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
they moved insanely quick.
Dude, and it was actually so sick because our marketing guy because we were going through DistroKid. I'm gonna go on record. Fuck DistroKid. Fuck every single one of you fucking people.
That was a rough week, man.
Dude, I like
That was a
lost
rough
so much. I
time.
like my life was like falling apart low key because like we put up whole and then but for some reason DistroKid fucked up our metadata. So on Apple Music we were just 157, but everywhere else we were 157
Okay,
FRQ.
right, because I have Apple
Yeah.
Music, and I
Yeah.
remember thinking to myself at the time, like, what is their band name? I do remember being super confused by
Yeah.
that. So DistroKid, did you
So
dirty.
yeah, DistroKid fucked us over, and so like then I was trying, we were trying to drop Spine, and DistroKid was like, "Hey, these names don't match. You have to make sure that the names match for us to be able to put out your song." And I'm like, "But
And you're like, no,
that's your
you
fuck
have
up.
to
What do
make
you-"
sure the names match.
Yeah, like that's like
That's your job.
that's not me. That's you. And so it was. We wanted to go for a February 20th release date. Luckily, because of thanks to our fucking A&R guy Crespo. Shout out Crespo, I love you. Thanks to him, he like fixed everything for us. We got everything taken care of, and we were still able to get Spine out accordingly upon our previously planned release date. And but like literally like our marketing guy was like, honestly, like there's still time to do a February 20th release date. Do you just want me to find you a new distributor? And I was like, yes, please, for the love of God, I'll do anything. And so that was when he got us in a fucking email thread with our A&R guy, Mike Crespo. And in just day one, we just hit it off. We were boys. And he and the rest of the Arson Theory family, they've done a lot for us.
Amazing.
So they, we're very grateful because it's like we're really grateful that we got under the command of a label that really does just like they care about us. Like most labels are just like, they just want to fuck you. That's all they want to do. You know what I mean? And so it's like they really like see the vision that this project is going for, and they're not only on board with it, but they're supporting it 100%. And it's just like
And cutting you them checks, boy. 180K out the door is what I heard you guys got signed for. Tour bus.
Yeah, dude, fucking
what a life.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because it's like in my head it's still in the middle of quarantine and I just wrote Hole and it's just me and Mikey. And even then like we said before, Mikey wasn't really doing a whole lot, but I just liked that he was really passionate about the project, and he was like, I want to play guitar for this. And I was like, okay. And he's like, no, like don't hit anybody else up, hit me up. And I'm like, okay. I
get it.
Yeah, and I really like that, So he just has been a part of it, and honestly, I don't really think that it would be hard to justify doing it without him, just because he's been doing it for so long that it's just like, if he So Mikey, don't leave.
Shout out to Mike. Yeah, shout out to Mikey, man. Don't go anywhere.
But yeah, so like, yeah, I mean this shit's been in the making for a long time.
I gotta say, it's really refreshing because I wasn't sure about it, but it's really refreshing to finally have a band come on here and just be like, we're a fucking new metal band. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna play games with me and be like, we've always considered ourselves more metalcore or whatever.
That shit's so stupid. Do you see? And it's like, I don't. Sorry. So go ahead, Spencer. I'm sorry.
No, I was just. I agree, like 1,000%. It's very refreshing. Just like, I mean, that's what drew me to, fucking when I first heard Jack's music, like years ago. The fact that it was as raw and it was as just straight up, like full, like full facing, just like not trying to hide it at all, new metal. And then like, I mean, when you like sent me the stuff for, the first video shoot, when you sent me Whole, and I heard the mix and like just the scratches and everything, I was like, this is exactly what it is. And it's every aspect of it is just fucking straight up raw new metal in the best way possible. And everybody's like always like kind of like, it's 2026. New metal has gotten at this point like almost several waves of resurgence at this point. I kind of was hoping that there would be less of a I guess stigmatization of it. But it seems like there's still like some, like, I guess, lack of respect for what the genre did and what it still stands for, and like
I've
meeting fucking
come to embrace that though, because it gives us this sort of permanent underdog status, and I would prefer that to this like canonization that happened to third wave emo, where that suddenly everyone was like, actually, third wave emo was good, and then it became boring. Like
everyone loves NPR now.
yeah,
and
like, and then it became like retirement home at the millennial, yeah, it was like a retirement home for millennials now. So it's
all
like
the mall walkers listening to MCR and
Yeah.
early Bring Me the Horizon.
So I would prefer people still be afraid to touch the stove of new metal. I think I would rather it be like that, because if it stays volatile and weird, it allows bands like you to come in and reset the board.
1,000%, and that's why I fucking Mikey and Jack are like the two, like, legitimately, like, I mean, I've been, if I'm really counting it, like 157 is, I would say, like the fifth band that I've been in where like I was putting all my eggs in a basket, you know, to where I was like, this is, I'm putting money in, I'm you know, buying things for this, I'm like, you know, scheduling my life around this, like, and these two motherfuckers, they're the realest dudes, just like fucking, who are just straight, like, this is what we're gonna do and we're not gonna hide it, and this is exactly what we fucking like, and it was just, it's the best. I couldn't ask for more.
Now, at the beginning of this interview, Jack had sort of threatened me with his new metal influences. He's like, yeah, we like all the big new metal bands, and some nobody knows. And I'm like, okay, try me.
Well, someone like you would definitely, but like someone who's only familiar with like Korn, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, they don't know who the fuck Seated Crown is. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
Unfortunately.
Well, you know what is unbelievable is it's like watching people talk about like, oh, Nerve Pitch has been like normied now, is so TikTokified, and it's like, nobody knows who the fuck Nerve Pitch is. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
What are you? Go
They got such a
outside.
resurgence. Like, they got such a resurgence, and it's like they were basically a local band. Like, they were
lost media.
They straight up
Like,
were lost media.
we're so beyond. And furthermore, by the way, I think it is fucking appalling that anyone would be upset at those bands for getting like TikTokified. Like, I've spoken to the guys in Nerve Pitch, and they are out of their minds with joy that people are discovering their music. I mean, they're like, we thought nobody would ever care about that again. And it's like a dream come true to them that people actually give a shit. So anyone that's trying to like gatekeep their favorite obscure new metal band, fuck you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
It's like, if real quick, if I could throw out, do you know the band Myocene?
Wow! Oh, wow! Yeah, I always send around fits like that, and I'm like, I need a band to write this again, just do this song again.
One of my next tattoos I'm gonna get is the CD insert for their only full length is like a,
it's the Rorschach
like a dumb
one, right?
No, they've got that, and then they have their second. They have that EP, and then they have Cellular Memory, which is their second EP, and then they have their third release and their full length, A Beautiful Life with a View of the Swamp, and that's a full length record, which is like, it's a mixture of, I mean, you've heard Myocene. It's like, it's a mixture of Tool, Venetian snares, and fucking like bits of like.
Is that album on streaming?
Oh yeah.
What's it called again?
Hold on, let me pull it up for you real quick. It was released in 2005, and it's called A Beautiful Life with a View of the Swamp.
Okay, interesting. It's self-titled on Apple Music.
Yeah, it's self-titled for some reason.
I've never heard it. And also, I had no idea that they had a Wikipedia page. Someone set this up very recently. And of course, by the way, in terms of genres, the very last genre listed on here is new metal (early).
It's a perfect life with a view of the swamp. I said A Beautiful Life. I misspoke. That's my bad. But
And it's good?
it's top 5 for me.
No fucking
It's
way.
it's fucking like, I don't know, man. Like I'm so deeply embedded in the weird shit.
I'm
Like
going to hop on that so hard. I've only ever liked Refining the Theory by them. I've never listened to that one.
their full length is a mind bender, man. I've never heard a record like it. I don't think there will ever be another record like it, and I would like everybody to listen to it as much as possible. And the whole reason why I bring that up is because I wanted to piggyback off of what you said. I don't want that record to be gatekept. I want everyone to fucking listen to that record and experience it. And I would like to see if it resonates with anybody else the way that it resonated with me, man. Because
We will be in touch, Spencer. Somebody give him the Instagram
know.
login. We will be in touch.
I sent you a DM and you responded to it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
So,
right.
yeah.
Mike, do you have
Yeah,
any
so-
off the radars that you want to represent?
I really like the name of the album. Spencer would know is kind of skipping me, but there's an album by a band called Third Strike I like a lot.
Lost Angel.
Lost Angel.
Yep, Lost Angel. Thank you. I don't really know how underground it's considered, but like
It's funny because they were on
One of my
Hollywood. They were on
favorite-
Hollywood Records, but that album ate shit, tanked. So
okay.
like kind of
It's so-
sorta.
I mean, I don't
don't
know
get-
if this one counts as like underground or not, but like The Height of Callousness by Spankin, that's one of my top 3. Like if we're talking specifically new metal, like easily top 3 album.
I just got to have Johnny Santos on the podcast and Tommy Decker.
Oh, sick.
And
Nice.
I was super excited. I had to go straight into it. I was like, you guys made my favorite Beatles cover of all time. Which is, of course, While My Guitar Gently Weeps off of Strictly Diesel. We're all familiar with that one.
Yeah.
Amazing cover. And
It is a good one.
and Johnny's like, okay, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard that George Harrison listened to it and thought it was not bad. And I was like,
Okay.
I was
That's not bad.
like, you need to start telling people that is just what happened, because print the legend, my friends. Anyway, we're going to wind this one down. Cameron is literally calling me right now. I just missed a call from him, so I've definitely got to wrap this one up. But before we go,
Gotcha.
I really wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for making this record happen, putting it out the way it is, and bearing your souls the way you did. This is an album that people will look back on and say, I would not have survived that part of my life without this album. Either they're saying it to you now or they're going to be saying it to you for the rest of your life, because this is an album that saves lives. It is one of those records that inspires people to keep going, if for no other reason than to wake up the next day and listen to it again. And you guys cannot ever take for granted how special it is that you guys got to be the ones to put an album like that out into the world. It's a miraculous thing, and you did it. And I really can't thank you enough for doing that.
I can't thank you enough for,
Yeah.
for fucking.
You've repped us from day one, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
I can
it's
hardly
really-
even find the words to but like, just thank you. I mean, it means the world. Like,
Yeah,
this
for
is-
real.
It's like it's the greatest compliment that an artist of any kind can receive is.
You haven't seen
Yeah.
shit yet. You have 2 nothing face tattoos. I'm gonna rep your band like you wouldn't believe. I'm about to go door to
3,
door.
baby.
I'm about to go door to door and be like, I need you guys to go listen to this album, because I'm telling you, you will succeed. You have another A&R now, a freelance A&R, and I'm him. I'm appointing myself. So get ready,
yeah.
big shit poppin', and please come.
Hell yeah, man.
Please come to Los Angeles now. Eventually,
Love
soon.
to.
If we ever are looking to put together a street team, we'll definitely hit you up.
Oh no,
One.
I will be the one to go to you and be like, I've already made your street team. I am the street team.
You just show up at my house, not even having the address. You're like, in a suit
Yo!
that's, like, wait. I'm
He just
imagining
knows.
you're in a suit that's like way too big for you, like when Onision went to court. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yo.
like a Bluetooth headset. He's got like two Bluetooth headsets, and he's got like a fucking.
Hang on. He's in front of me now. Jack, we're out of stickers. If we need, do you have another shipment?
And I'm just like, dude, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So get on that. We need more of those. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading back to the airport in a minute.
I'm like in my underwear.
Well, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much though for repping the genre. Thank you for making this record. A world I was never a part of. Deluxe coming soon.
Hopefully.
It's gonna be 20 tracks.
Fuck yeah. It's available now at every Circuit City, every Coconuts, every Tower Records across America. Go get that shit. Fellas, it was an honor. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you, sir.
Peace. What a good bunch of gentlemen those guys are. Unbelievable stuff. And now I get to go listen to this Miocene album later. Exciting as fuck, if you ask me. Oh. Whew. All right. Well, I'm going to go sit down on the couch for an hour or something. Stardust, BT Munch, Riv, Magic getting in late with the good questions. Super sorry. Should have set your alarm. Soda Boppin', the Munster, Trent, Nuclear Fur, who, let's be honest, probably sent me them originally. So, all right, guys. All right. Peace. Farewell. Good night. Good luck. Godspeed.